Property owners and tenants are taking a closer look at their rights as eviction disputes rise. Commercial attorney Bruno Simao joins us in studio to go through the legal steps that should precede any eviction. Bruno, thank you so much for your time on the long weekend. But, you know, these kinds of legal matters don't take a long weekend, do they? As we speak right now, there are people, homeowners, who are sitting with their hands in their hair, not knowing what to do because they are struggling with a tenant that perhaps isn't paying their rent, or who knows, whatever the issue could be. And we need you here just to take us through those important steps. Procedures for landlords and indeed the owners of those homes. If you are sitting in a situation to try and move somebody out of a property and they refuse to move, what for you would be your first pieces of advice to them?
Sure. So the first thing I often speak to landlords about is maintaining that relationship with tenants or occupiers. Sometimes the issues appear worse than what they really are, and a good conversation, explaining your position, allowing them to make representations, explaining their position. I think that is first and foremost. It's not just about jumping straight into legal. It doesn't always have the outcome that you want it to have, because it is quite an aggressive step. But what we do need to understand is it's basically two sides to this coin. The landlord's entitlement to property and not being deprived of property, so not having somebody there not paying rental, but the tenants' rights to housing. And I think this is a sensitive conversation in the South African landscape, because if we're too landlord focused, we tend to miss the disparity and the situations that arise with tenants, but it applies the other way as well.